Well, bonjour from Cannes for the final time. This morning, the exclusive interviews we have been waiting for. Sir Elton John describes Taron Egerton's performance in Rocketman as scarily brilliant. This is an all-singing, all-dancing extravaganza, an ode to Elton's life. Part musical, part movie, this is Rocketman. From red carpet world premieres to concerts on the beach, it has been an extraordinary week for the Rocketman cast and, by default, us.
Firstly, a complaint of sorts, because we've been waiting for this interview for 10 whole days.
What?
Trapped in the south of France.
Terrible.
It's been awful.
I'm sorry you're having such a hard time.
Apology accepted. It's been emotional for the movie star Taron Egerton. He cried after the movie aired at the press conference.
I can't believe it, I'm gonna go again. Oh my God.
And when he reached the top of the red carpet.
When I look down, oh God, I've got to stop doing this.
You've got to stop it now. Come on.
When I look down, it's my mother and my girlfriend and, my aunt and my cousin and, my friends from school who I've dragged them all here and, and that's... It's validating, and they're very proud of me, and I'm very proud of them.
I think it's a long dark tunnel as well when you're doing it. Not a long, but there's a certain mindset that he has to adopt in order to get through. It's like, hey, go play Elton John and sing all of his songs. It's like you say that to anybody else in the world, they'd be under the table quivering. And when you stand at the top of those stairs, the film was finished a week ago, and all this. But it's not like it was like done and been sitting around for 6 months. It was really, really close.
For Richard Madden, who plays Elton's manager, it was this moment he'll remember most.
On the beach watching Elton and Taron sing together, that was a kind of pinch me moment. This is special.
This film is special in that it's so personal and the subject is very much alive and kicking.
It's an embarrassment to riches in that respect, though, because I think that's what Elton represents to a lot of people, and that's kind of way I understand him. His music is incredible, and he lives his life on. He's a great showman, and it's to be able to take that and expand on it even more.
Director Dexter Fletcher doesn't wash over Elton's dark days. Rocketman explores his homosexuality and drug addiction.
And just don't kill yourself with drugs.
And his destructive relationship with manager John Reid.
I'll still be collecting my 20% long after you've killed yourself.
Richard, I've heard you described as toxically sexy in this role. How does that sit with you?
Toxically sexy. That's nice.
Is it a compliment? I'm not sure.
I don't really know. This is why I don't read reviews and things like that.
The movie tracks Elton's lifelong collaboration with songwriter Bernie Taupin and includes flashbacks to his childhood. Bryce Dallas Howard plays Elton's mum.
It was amazing to get to be a part of this and to get to see Taron inhabit this role, this personality, and for it to be so honest and to be so connected to it. The movie itself is, there's a heightened quality to it. It's a fantasy. It's real, it's the story, but because it's a musical, everything is a little bit fantastical.
What is not made up is the bond between the fictional and real-life Elton.
The relationship between him and Elton is very, very, very sincere and deep. It's personal for everyone. It's not just your run-of-the-mill movie.
What is it like to play an icon when he's sitting right next to you?
I find it thrilling. It feels like I'm doing what I should be doing with my life.
Your first official meeting happened with Elton over a curry and a chat at his house.
And it was a lovely evening. I FaceTime my family from the car.
Taron and Dexter have worked together before on Eddie the Eagle. Bryce Dallas Howard is used to fighting dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. And you'll recognise Richard Madden as Robb Stark from Game of Thrones.
It was a huge part. It's a huge part of my life. It has been, and from start to finish for me, it was a 5-year period. They're now on 11 years in or something at this point. So it's a huge chunk of a lot of people's lives. But I wouldn't be sitting talking to you now if I'd not been in Game of Thrones.
But at the same time, you probably wouldn't be talking to us if you were still alive.
Exactly.
All the cast have had stellar careers, but you get the impression, just like Elton is a one-off, so is the experience of making this film. and all the better that he is here to enjoy its success.
I think what's really good is that it's got so much joy to it, because we're not at the end of the film saying, and then this person died. You know, we're saying, and this person is going strong. At 72, is still on stage performing all over the world for years, which is a really kind of a beautiful thing.
Taron and Dexter fly via London to Australia for our premiere. That will be on Saturday, May 25, and then the movie is available in cinemas from May 30. It is worth seeing, definitely on the big screen. Well, as for me, after gallivanting around Europe for a few weeks, I'll be back in the studio on Wednesday. We'll see you then.